My name is Carlos Quintanilla. I am with Activista Legal Acción America. We are here at Quality Sausage at 1925 Lone Star because there's a serious problem that has gone unreported to the media. Behind me, I have the family of Hugo Dominguez and other employees of Quality Sausage. And so I want to give you a little summary of what happened. On or about April 17th, the first victim was identified as COVID positive. Shortly thereafter, Jesus Medina, who is currently in Parkland Hospital, intubated, became the second victim of COVID-19. After the individuals were tested positive on the 17th of April, Quality Sausage continued to operate up to April 25th. On April 24th, Matias Martinez died of complications of COVID-19, and on the following Saturday morning, Hugo Dominguez also died of complications of COVID. Now, there has been no communication from the company to the employees initially that individuals had tested positive. Rather than closing down and taking preventive measures, what Quality Sausage did was accelerated its workforce from the moment of April 17th to April 24th, increasing productivity, not telling people that they had to report to work. The other issue that we have is that each line produced 3,000 pounds of meat. That 3,000 pounds per meat was basically about 300,000 pounds per day that was being produced by this factory. There are 500 employees. 52 have tested positive for COVID-19. What concerns us is there has been no recall of the product. There's been no public notice of possible contamination. And we understand that food may not be contaminated, but we understand that the packaging could be contaminated, and these individuals basically were responsible for the packing, the sorting, and the placement of the product in the warehouse. So we're talking about 1 million pounds of meat that went out to Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Campbell's Food, and other companies, and we don't know where that meat is at, whether it's been destroyed or whether it went out after it went to the warehouse. And so these raises some very serious issues and concerns. The family of Hugo Dominguez has retained attorneys. They will be filing a wrongful death lawsuit against Quality Sausage. We are also speaking to, at this moment, probably about 75 workers who have confirmed to us that they are tested positive. There's individuals back there who are waiting for their test results that have not come out. He is a supervisor within Quality Sausage. He has been in contact with hundreds of people. He has been very helpful in providing us information. Talking to several dozen workers, that they accelerated the pressure. There was a lot of pressure from this company to produce. And as she stated, there was pressure to produce because people were not showing up to work. They had to deliver the product. They had to finish. And so they didn't say, we're going to stop, on April 17th because we have people who are complaining of illness. They kept on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing their families to come out to work. They even gave them a bonus of $1,000 to encourage them to work, knowing that there was contamination. They said, here's $1,000. Come to work. This is a bonus. They shouldn't have given them a bonus. They should have said, you know what? Go home. We're going to give you a bonus for going home. We're closing down. They didn't do that. And then the second part is that they haven't made any public statement to the media or anyone regarding the 1 million+ pounds of meat. That's a critical issue. Why haven't they made a public statement saying, you know what, there's been contamination, there's been 52 people who have tested positive for COVID, 2 people have died, we have produced over 1 million pounds of meat, we're recalling all this meat back because it's possibly contaminated. They have not done that. How much more negligent can you be than that? One of the managers over there has basically has a list of all the people who've tested positive. We've been in contact with them. They've been sending us messages. If you see on Facebook, they're saying, "Mi nombre es Margarito Diaz. I tested positive. Mi nombre es Steven Campos. I've tested positive." And we're getting tons of messages from people testing positive.